So guys, I didn't want to feel like training today. I woke up in the morning, my legs were a bit tired, and I thought, I should rest them. But then I was like, okay, it's easy to find an excuse if you don't want to do something. There are a lot of excuses, and also it's easy, or there are a lot of reasons to find yourself doing something if you want to do it. So at the end of the day, you just make the choice whether you want to make excuses or you want to find reasons for doing what you're doing. And well, I just told myself my leg paining, that's just an excuse that I'm trying to make up. Of course it suits me, and it would make sense to me, but then it's just an excuse. I could train still, like it's not like I'm injured or anything. So I told myself, no, this is just being a clown to myself and just trying to make up stories. So here we are. Let's train. Yeah. No excuse to make excuses. I have only one cone, so use it. So guys, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do just to get my body warmed up and ready to go. So I'm going to do like joggers, both feet, like I'm gonna make 1,000 of them. So just both feet. I don't think I can do 1,000 at once, but I just do like wherever I stop, I can pick up the ball again and do until I reach 1,000. And then after that, I'll go on the wall passing, and then there's another one, another exercise there. I'm gonna do about 5 exercises today, and then I call it a day. So first, make 1,000 joggers. So let's go. So the next exercise is I hit the ball to the wall, and then I push it to the other side with the outside of my foot, and then bring it back with the right, hit on the wall, take it with the left outside, with the left side, outside of my left foot. So just different variations. Doesn't matter if I hit it with right, I can still go. I can still control with right, but the point is that I hit it with right, I take it out with left, and just the same. So you guys gonna see. It's just one of those when, like, let's say someone is coming behind you, and you just want to turn them away, like that, and then hit it, take them away, and then bring back. So yeah, this is the demonstration. So I hit it, I turn away, I hit it, I turn away, like that. So I'm gonna do 20 sets of 3. That's about 60 of them. And then finish the first set already. So let's go to the second set. 20 times. This next exercise is I put the water bottles there just to act as cones. So what I'm going to do is I get the ball, dribble from one cone to another. It's like a change of direction, so it has different variations. I go from right to left, right, left, right, left, until the yellow line at the end. And it's like I want to go as fast as I can, and I'm going to do a set of 5 3 times. That's about 15. So I zigzag, let's put it that way. So I'm going to go zigzag, try to keep the ball close to my feet, as close as I can, and along the way try to do some skill step overs and all that. So I'm actually going behind the cone, not going through inside the cone. But yeah, so that's the activity. Let's go. So the next exercise is I'm going to get the ball and pass it to the bench. There's a bench here, so it's going to pass it back to me. And I will turn with my left and try to hit on the far corner. Obviously, if it goes where there's, if you can see in the goal post, there are like 2 goals. So there's the goal in the middle. If it enters there, it does not count. It only counts if it goes like sideways, because obviously, if a keeper was there and you just hit it directly to the goal, the middle of the goal, it would not enter. So I try to place it far corner, you know, and yeah, this is the next exercise. I'm only going to use my left leg because my right is really like, I want to give it a rest. So just trying to make sure that I'm able to shoot with both legs. But yeah, that's the exercise. So I hit on the wall, on the bench. This is the bench, and then it comes back, and I do this and try to place it far. And the only way it counts in the middle is if it goes above the goal in the middle. Yeah, there's a goal post, there's a goal in the middle. So if it goes above it, then I count that. But if it goes down, then it doesn't count. But for the sideways, if it goes down or up, it counts. So let's go. Let's see. Oh. hair is wet, so it starts to splash water in my eyes. So I kind of control. So let's go. Yeah, guys. So it's tired to training yesterday. I couldn't really like do editing or something, but yeah. Today I'm just gonna give you guys five lessons that I have personally learned from failing a football tryout or from failing in life on the things that I wanted to do, and the things I end up learning in the process, because obviously not everything you're going to do you're going to succeed at the first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, or even 100 attempts. But then you find that the more you keep doing it, you're going to learn some lessons along the way and all this. So let's just give you 5 of the things that I've learned, and you could also like add yours or things that you you've done, and how it turned out for you. So the first thing is one is motivation. It gives me when you fail something, it gives you more reasons to carry on doing the same thing, you know, to try to better yourself. You know, you try to give yourself this challenge. You say, okay, you know what, I went for this trial and it did not work. Okay, it means it doesn't stop here. I think I need to train twice. If I was training once every day, I need to train twice. And that's just a motivation, so that when you go to the next tryout, you have the chances of killing it and actually staying in the team. So that motivation comes from that failure, you know. Otherwise, you could just, if you have succeeded in the first attempt, you'll be like, oh, okay, maybe training once a day was enough. And I found that it was not enough for me, because I'll give you an example. There was one trial I went out to in Malaysia, and I went to this team, and they told me I was skinny and a bit weak. So when I had that, I came to realize, okay, actually I need to maybe do a little bit of gym to get my body stronger, and maybe add on some muscle or something, and it's not bad. But yeah, that's just it. So number 2, it gives you you learn self-reflection and responsibility. Let's put it that way. You look into yourself and see, what is it that I didn't do right, instead of saying, why didn't this coach take me? You know, when you start to be responsible for your own action, you know, and then the consequences, obviously you don't have a choice. So you look at it and be like, okay, you know what, I think I didn't make this pass on time, I think I dribbled too much, I think I didn't take this shot. These are the things you become responsible for yourself. I've obviously been in a situation where I'm like, I should have shot that ball instead of passing it, or I should have passed that ball instead of shooting it, or I should have taken this guy on when I had the chance to, you know. So you look into it and be like, okay, the next time I go out there and I'm in this situation to take on a defender, or to pass, or to do a certain move, I will take that, you know. And that comes from the first one, because it didn't go the way you wanted it. So you become responsible and be like, okay, I don't want to throw hands and try to make it like I'm always right, you know. So that's the good thing I've learned. The third thing I've learned is you just discovery of new ways that don't work, you know. So you've just unlocked another skill for yourself. You've just it makes your first attempt. If your first attempt with your effort didn't work, then it tells you that, okay, you need to
have a new what do you call it, new approach of doing things. If your first attempt is not great, okay, it's fine. You can. It doesn't necessarily need that you change your first attempt, but you just go and rework on it. Try to polish it, make it better. And this is what life's about. First time we're doing something, it doesn't work. Even a baby, when they start to walk, they fall down and they don't stop walking. They get up again and then they fall, and until like, okay, their feet are now stabilized on the ground. So when you discover a way that does not work, and if it's the right way, you stick to it, and if it's the wrong way, then okay, you need to change that. Obviously, for example, there are people that say, okay, you go for a tryout, and then because you've seen like the coach says, okay, strikers move one side, wingers move one side, defenders move one side, and all these things. And then because yourself, you are like a midfielder, but then when you look at this other side, there are hundreds of midfielders here, and you're like, okay, can I compete with these guys? Let me change this, and then try a new position. And when you try a new position and it doesn't work just because it's not something you're used to, that means you've discovered that, okay, you can be a defender. You can be a defender, okay, or whatever position that you're not used to. So you discover that this doesn't work for me, and then you come to your own. But then if it goes and becomes great, for example, Casemiro said he started out as a striker, so he went for a trial, and because there were more, he was an attacker, so because there were more attackers, he chose to be a midfielder, and he ended up succeeding in that. So you also like learn new ways that don't work and ways that can work for you. So it's all just in that balance. And then the fourth thing is connections. And you guys don't know how powerful this thing is, connections. First of all, I'm going to start with the story of how my failure actually gave me my first shot to come to Europe. And this was when I was in Dubai. The coach that I'm actually, one of the coaches that I'm now so close to, Cedric Telenas, I think probably he's gonna watch this anyway. He always watches my channel, so shout out to you, coach. So my connection, I went to this trial, and there were more than 200 something trialists at that time in Dubai, and I didn't fail in a sense of not making it to the team, but I felt like after, okay, I got into the team, he wanted to register me and stuff like this. And along the way, I built this connection with him. I became so close to him that I could like go up to him and tell him if anything is wrong with me. I could openly tell him, just because of that connection I made. And he later, when I failed the medical, which maybe you guys have seen that in some of my videos, when I failed medical in Dubai, he decided to recommend me to one of his assistants in Lithuania. And that was my first time of thinking, okay, I can go to Europe and play there. And how did that come about? It was through the connection that I made with him, So when it doesn't work, when you go there, try to be friendly with people. Don't try to be like, okay, I know it all, I can do it all. No, just try to socialize with people, because at the end of the day, there's a saying that says you can carry your own grave, your own coffin into your grave. So we all need people at one point. And obviously, since that time, I didn't play for him in like an official game or anything, but I'm so close to him that when I need an advice, I just send him a message, and he tells me something. And what you guys don't know is that even recently, when I was here in Portugal, he had recommended me too, because he's another assistant who was with him in Dubai, became a head coach in India, and they were looking for a striker, and he recommended me, and the club accepted me, direct contract, not even trial, direct contract. But then again, when I called him back and I started to talk to him, I told him what my situation was like. I'm already in Europe, and I think I would have a good shot. He understood, and he said, it's okay, you can stay. So you see, I didn't play an official match for him, but he still looks out for me. And like, these are coaches, one day, if you get a chance to play under them, you can like literally just do anything. Like, you can die for them, you can just anything they want, you can do it for them. And this is just a powerful connection. And also, you can, while on trials, you can also make connection with other teammates, because you don't know where they played previously. They might have played in a higher level or somewhere, And their reasons for leaving their teams could be different, and you can ask them, hey man, do you have some contacts? For example, when I was in Malaysia, I also went for different trials, and I made friends there that helped me get me contacts for different people or agents that I later use in the future to like help myself. So you guys could do that. When you go to trial, don't be like all by yourself. Just try to socialize with people. And yeah, you make a lot of it cannot be necessarily like in football, but even in the outside world there, when you meet people, be friends with them. Like just try to befriend them, hear their stories out. It could be the same as you, or it could be different. And I'm so thankful that my YouTube channel, even with all the failures after failures, I still make a lot of friends in it. And yeah, that was the fourth one. The fifth and the final one is, it makes or breaks you. Failing breaks or makes you. And I can tell you this, guys, if you want to give up, it's 100% very okay to give up. Give up, but when you go down, just know it's not going to be lonely. You're going to have a lot of company. But the people you meet down that road you've taken, ask them how they feel about life. They have given up. Ask them how does it feel, and then they should be able to like tell you, okay, this is how I feel. And trust me, it's not going to be a good feeling. You're going to be like so down. So this can only be in your mindset. You have to use your mind to, how do I say it? It's your mindset. If you fail, you can be like, okay, throw in the towel and just go back and be average, or you be like, nah, I think I can do better, and then you carry on. So it all just comes down to at the end of the day, and this is just what it's all about. They say there's a blessing in is it this gas, that gas? I don't know the word, but yeah, you guys have heard that there's a blessing in that thing. So because it's one wrong turn can just change into another. And yeah, that's just it for the 5 lessons that I've learned. If you think there is you have another thing, you can just comment down below and people can read that. So yeah, that's it guys. And I ended up being in one of the most comfortable places for me because of failure, but then it's still like I should have given up 2 years ago, but well, here we are today. So yeah guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the video. Until then, ciao.